So yesterday, when you came to your training day, how did you find? Because we're all seeing that the carpet is very, very slippery.
Yeah.
And how did you find it in the training day?
I found the ground, because I worry about Dizzy getting injured, and so therefore I found the ground really, really slippy. So I felt like I was just not driving or doing anything, just sort of like looking after her around so that she could get the feel of stuff. But yeah, it's ultra slippy. It's never been that slippy before.
And so that really changes your approach to your handling.
It did initially when I came off the training, but then I thought basically if I ease off her, she'll become wider and probably more likely to get injured or have an error if I don't keep on top of her. So yeah, that's the reason why. So I decided to just go for it as I normally would and not look after her. I just go for it basically.
And in terms of the pressure, third to get your hat trick, and not only you but Lisa Frick is doing hers as well, and she did a cracking run. Came in second this morning, I believe.
Cool.
She did a super run. So I mean, how much pressure did you feel, and how did you cope with that?
I would have like waves of thinking, oh my god, I can't do it. It's like the third year in a row, and then a bit like, well, actually, I can only do my best, and at the end of the day, the dog's a dog, I'm human, so so it's like waves of oh my god, but actually realistically, the dog's a dog and we can do whatever we can.
Yeah, so, and 1 year you're not going to win it. I mean, because it's the law of averages. Because you are a human being and that is the dog. So take us through today's. What did you think of the course for a start?
Initially I looked at it and I thought, oh, actually that's not too bad. It's enough, because if it's too easy for me, I then ease off her. So there's enough work in it, but it wasn't ridiculously hard, especially with the ground.
You thought it was a nice quality course?
Yeah. But then as it sort of time went on, I was like, actually, it was quite technical and quite subtle. So I thought it was a clever course, particularly on the carpet. So it became more challenging because of the carpet and the slip element, I felt.
And take us through
it's really
your start. Did you trust that weight?
Yes. It's really odd actually getting to the ring here, because you've got to go underneath the tunnel. So it's like a little bit of a rabbit warren, and then all of a sudden you're here, and it's a bit odd. I always trust my weight, and I was confident about that the first 2, 3, and then basically I couldn't get it mentally in my head outside. I try and really focus, and so it's automatic, and I just couldn't get it. I just kept freezing and like going, oh, where is it, when I was out the back. So I just struggled with it, I suppose. And then as I went round, she slipped on 2 and I went round 3, and I looked up and I was like, oh my god, that's number 18. It's the wall over here. And it's that.
So you actually had got a little bit lost at that point?
Yeah, basically as I recalled over 3, I did it quite flat to jump. And so then as I looked up for the wall, actually the wall was at diagonal as opposed to the flat. And so then I suddenly had to recover, but she's so amazing. She just stays. Yeah,
you did scream loudly.
I did scream loudly. Did you hear me?
Who did?
Good. Yeah. I was like, ah! And then literally, as we got over the wall, I thought, oh my god, because the tunnel and the dogs were pulling off and not taking that jump. So I was like, I've just got to run. So I ran, and I had a plan to show her the weave I went to the entrance, but so I just basically checked the turn and just went weave, prayed.
She did.
So she's a good girl. Yeah. I'm pleased that it sort of suits my style of handling with the early prepping and stuff. It's going to enable her to keep onto the carpet a little bit more. So that's a positive thing. So yeah, it's going to be good on Sunday, coming from behind instead of
and we thought that would be nice for you actually not to go last.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to put the pressure then on the people who come before you or after you, rather than the other way around.
No, that's right. I mean, that's my first. Every year that I've been here, I've always won the jumping individual by such a margin, and so it's just like look after it. And agility, the jumping course is always my nemesis. I hate the jumping because you've not got time. Dogs does the contacts on their own. So you've got more thinking time in agility. With jumping, it's just like, oh my god,
next thing.
Yeah. So it's going to be really good. So hopefully the agility that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy the agility round. So yeah, we'll see.
But I can't see. I mean, not to put more pressure on you, but I think it's 1 3/4 seconds. So that's but it's doable. It's doable. You're up against a couple of dogs with running contacts. Sylvia Truckman.
Yeah.
went into the lead with her. I think her dog is 9 or 10 now, La, and I think it'll be La's last competitive season, and so she's obviously going to be really going for it. But if with the running contact, but it depends on the course, because today the course that's set up there now, which is the small team agility, doesn't really. Dawn Weaver's out there thinking, you know, how am I going to do that? Because she's got to turn sharp right off the
dog walk, isn't it?
Dog walk.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. I mean, I've been training on the rubber. Last year, she, after her injury, she slowed down on the contact. So I've been training on, and so last year her contacts were a lot slower. So hopefully we'll see if the training comes good, then she'll drive to the bottom and we'll be able to go quickly and no hesitations.
Well, we wish you every luck in the world, and everybody at home will be as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.